Racism in Portugal. As a Southeast Asian who grew up in a country in Central Europe, this is something I've experienced quite often. Ching chong doesn't particularly mean anything. It's just them making a mockery out of us Asians by imitating what Mandarin sounds like to them. I used to live in Spain, and unfortunately casual racism is fairly common there. So Portugal doesn't surprise me. It means exactly what you think it means. They are laughing at your language. It is racist. Ching chong is meant to be nonsense sounds that resemble what they think Mandarin sounds like. So sorry. Portugal is so beautiful. I hope you enjoy the rest of your travels. It means they're assholes. Most reasonable people are well aware that it's inappropriate and mean at best and horribly racist at worst, so the folks over the age of like 810 who still do that are grade A certified triple platinum assholes. When I studied abroad in Germany, my bestie companion was Chinese American. We were followed around for months by assholes saying ching chong or yo 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 what's up mine a word to us. I'm black. Sometimes they pulled their eyes with their fingers while doing it too for extra effect. Those people are clowns. Scum. Ignore them, they are utter wastes of sperm and egg. I'm really sorry. That's not okay. As an Englishman, I noticed some of my Central European friends imitating Asian people online, trying to impersonate the language. Rather annoying considering my sister-in-law and nephew being half Chinese. Probably more frequent due to China being blamed for COVID. That's not okay. It's a crude imitation of Mandarin and has been around for a long time, but it seems to have had a resurgence in the 2020s. I'm sorry that you encountered these stupid, classless people. Sometimes I feel that some people in Portugal are still getting used to globalization. Mind you, this doesn't excuse that deplorable behavior. They should be thankful that people from all over the world are immigrating there and also traveling there. I'm from Portugal and that behavior is shameful. Like anywhere else, there are always the embarrassing and uneducated people with these views. Humans like to make fun of other humans who look or act differently than they do. It's very normal in Spain and Portugal. Your story reminds me of this Spanish Catholic guy at college who called every Asian person Chinese. His defense was, you can't call it racist because then you're calling all of Spain racist. Quote, it's a racial slur. For some reason many Europeans feel more comfortable being openly and loudly racist than people in the US. I always assumed living in Georgia that I would never experience racism as much as I did over here. Until I backpacked through Europe with a few of my friends. The racism there is extremely rampant and you start to understand why Germany went through their Nazi phase during WW2. Things hardly change. Sounds really childish on their part. And unbelievably rude. People hurt others because they enjoy the power of hurting. This really sucks, but I take solace in the fact that it's not just the USA. Racist and incredibly rude and classless. Sort of ironic too, because there are overlaps with China and Portuguese historically in the Pacific. Portuguese workers traveled all over for work. The famous pastel de nata came with Portuguese workers to Macau and made its way all over the China as the egg tart, which is iconic in Chinese dim sum and bakery now. Similar fusions occur in Hawaii as well, where there is a lot of Portuguese and Asian heritage. Sad to see that modern Portuguese people are less sophisticated than their globetrotting ancestors. Really? And I was actually planning a Portugal vacation next summer. Oh well. Then that's off my list. Person shrugging. Italian hear and confirm. It's a mockery of what Chinese or other Eastern languages. People here often mix up different countries' sounds. In Italy it would sound like chin chun chan. I didn't know it was a thing also in Portugal and Spain. Unpleasant. But it shouldn't be a direct concern for your safety. Many people don't even realize that it is racist and uncomfortable for people. They do it BC, it's normal. Evelyn Mock talks about this in her Rice to Meet You podcast. She's Swedish. And there was a guy who followed her calling her that. Sad. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.